with the final card of the series of the Feathered Fun stamp set. This is a reversible stamp set. We did use the reverse of this pattern last night, so if you missed it, please check out that video. If you're new to my channel, every month we have a card club series, and this month is Feathered Fun as voted on by the members of the club. If you're in the United States, you can be part of the club, and you need to subscribe by the 10th of each month to get that single kit, or you can just get an annual membership with lots of extra perks, or just subscribe and get each monthly kit. So you can subscribe or you can just get one kit. All right, so let's get started. We're going to use this old olive background, Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. Let's see, what else are we going to use? We're going to use this. It depends on what you want to say here, but you can just say hello. I think this would make a cute little anniversary card with these little love birds. Or if you don't want to just say hello, you could put something else right there. But we're going to use the Simply Said stamp set. Now, this Celebratory Sips paper is absolutely fantastic for summer. I did buy the entire suite because there is a suite sale this month. Buy one suite, get 50% off on the other suite. Or if you don't want to do this whole suite, you can actually just do any products from the suite. So even if you just wanted to buy this paper, it's buy one, get one 50% off. Can you see? I'm just looking for the back of this. So this is the back of the paper, or this is the card I used. It's this piece here for the background of that card. And you can kind of get a sneak peek of all the different paper. Actually, I put it in this packet here to show you what all the paper look like. That would be easiest. Now, in your kit, you have this glimmer paper as well. So let's pull that out. Because when I put things in your kit, the specialty paper, you do use it for your cards, but you have lots of extra. So we'll use this piece here, but you have all these extra pieces, and they all coordinate with this Celebratory Sips. All right, so this is the paper. It's not just about the little tropical drinks. It's double-sided, and it has flowers as well. It includes and features some of our new ink colors, like your Timid Tiger, lots of fruits, lots of fun, lots of summer fun. So, so get this while you can. Buy one, get one 50% off. Well, you can get it after that. This is around for an entire year, actually, this paper, because it's in our annual catalog. However, even though it's around for a year, it's only on sale this month, unless there's some other kind of sale in the future. So all the kits have gone out. Everybody should have their kits by last week, or some of you this week if you want it as a prize. And so that's it. So now we're just going to now use your supplies that I sent you or whatever you have to make your cards with. So you can follow along. Now, if you're on my mailing list, then you received an email just a few minutes ago. And it's regarding my upcoming bingo event. I'm having a Notes and Totes bingo event. I'll tell you the sizes in a moment, guys. And in the Notes and Totes bingo, you're going to come on to Zoom, and you can participate if you're in the United States, because I can't send bingo cards if you're not in the United States. Well, not that I could. I mean, just one of those things where it would take us. I think I totally messed that one up, did I? I think it was supposed to be 3.5, not 3 1/4. Nope, it was 3 1/4 by 4.5. Okay, so anyway, anywho, you want to. Yeah, that looks right. You want to register by July 10th. And so you want to make sure that I have time to send you that kit, even though the event's not until July 26th. Now, if you're not on my mailing list, just use the link. You can either go here to go to my offerings, or you can click on the link in the bottom of this video where it says Paper Chef's Offerings, and you can go register for bingo there. And then by registering for bingo, you'll be on my list next time to get those newsletters. At least in one of my platforms. I have 2 platforms I use for newsletters. Okay, so I will go ahead. I'm going to tell you the measurements, but we'll also write them down. It's just easier to sort of tell you as I'm adhering them together. So in the bottom layer of what I was creating just now, for the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper, You have 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Oops, I don't mean to put adhesive on that one yet. Don't put adhesive on that one just yet. And the next one you have, that was layer 1, and I'm going to write it down and say it again. The next layer is only 4 1/2 by 3 1/4 inches because I wanted you to be able to see that background. I remember when I was making this card, I had to keep trimming it down so you could see the background. And then you're going to take a little strip of your glimmer paper, which is fantastic. It's old olive and white, and I think it's like berry burst or something. But it all like will work with this paper, all 3 sheets. But I just decided to use the old olive because I'm just putting it because the card is old olive. I'm putting this little piece of old olive. That's going to be 1 inch by 5 1/4. And I'm just trimming off the excess to make sure that it's aligned on there. That is, if you're wondering what that is, it's a little scissor charm dangling around. Because scissor charms and other crafty things make me happy. I don't know about you, but I just like fun little things, and I like glitter paper, and I like pretty papers. All right. I mean, crafting makes me happy. I hope it makes you happy too. Now, there is, like I said, a bingo event, and I put the brochure. I mean, I have the flyer I printed out. So here are the details. It is July 26th. It's going to be on a Saturday. It's kind of right at the back to school time, end of the summer. I need a lot of time to prepare for it. I really wanted to open registration right now because I want to make sure that I have enough paper for this event and stuff, so that way I can get the paper as needed, like on sale, so it, keeps the cost down, because your $35 includes shipping. It's a really great deal. It includes the event and shipping. So I will make the 3 cards during the event. You'll have 3 new designs that are not going to be shown on my YouTube channel. It's only shown to my bingo people. We don't record it. It's something that, you could, if you're in the VIP group, you'll get the measurements and everything. My VIP group, but it's not recorded. It's just we're making it, having fun, doing it live. It's an interactive thing, and there'll be lots of prizes. Not just door prizes, but prizes for the 4 rounds of bingo. My husband calls bingo. He does it very professionally, and, it's on Zoom. The event lasts a couple hours. Then I have my helpers stay with me afterwards, and we straighten out the prizes right then and there, and I mail them. I'll mail them the following week, so you'll get your prizes really soon, whatever you want. All right, so you register by July 10th. And we're featuring the Notes and Totes bundle. Let's see. That is this. That is this bundle. We're going to be using this stamp set. And you need the dies, for yourself, but you need the bundle. But I'm saying at least have the stamp set. All right, now let's see what else is going on. Right here, I also have a scan and cut retreat. This is another virtual event. This is on Saturday, July 5th. This is an all-day Brother Scan and Cut retreat. Registration is also available at the link below. You can, because this is no kit needed, I will send out the supplies, some of the supplies we're using. But basically, it's a Christmas and July theme. You just need Christmas paper and your scan and cut to come to this. You can go ahead and register up until the night before the event. Please do register the night before and not that morning. I do not have time to figure out that morning who's going to be at the event. And in order to do door prizes, and you really want to be in the door prize drawing, make sure you sign into Zoom with your actual name. And if you've never done Zoom before, we can help you. But we'll help rename it so that your name is there showing, so that you're not like listed as iPhone 25 or something, right? When we're trying to figure out who the heck is that in the Zoom room. But that's why I need the registrations the night before. I put them all in a spreadsheet. What I'm doing is I'm opening my buckets of crafty goodness to get the die cuts I need for these little lovebirds. And this is an actual snack box, but I don't really do much in the kitchen. I'm more of an eat out kind of person. And all my little kitchen gadgets are in my craft room. So for this one, we're not even going to ink up the edges. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to use the lovebirds. Memento Black, crumb cake. Let's see. The little lovebirds are already connected which is great for when I use them with the scan and cut them out with the scan and cut. So a little branch with crumb cake. Let's see. I'm just looking for, oh, here it is. I knew I had all the stamping blocks ready. So that you're just going to mount it the flat side up. Okay, now you want to put the branch low on the circle. This is a deckled circle, by the way. I'm just going to put the lovebirds down there. A little bit lower so I have more room for the sentiment on top. Let's go ahead and I love these. I need an anniversary card. It's my anniversary actually, but I'm not sure if I was going to give my hubby that anniversary card, but hey, just in case. And I need one for my friends' parents who just celebrated their 65th anniversary. And heck, one for good measure. It's only paper, right? So deckled circles are pretty awesome. And then we're going to do the little lovebirds. And I'm not doing the reversible stamp for these. This is just going to do the black part, and then we're going to color them. But we have used the reversible stamps this month because I wanted to make sure you understood about how to use the reversible stamps, which is one of the really benefits of having this kind of really cool stamp set is that you have reversible stamps that make them sort of easy, instant, ready to go, instant coloring stamps. All right. Oh, I remember why I put the branch up higher earlier, guys. I remember now. Because you can't fit the birds if the branch is down low. Now, am I going to use these? Of course, just not for that. I was wondering, like, why did I put it so, why was I only able to fit the word hello? Okay, we're going to do this again because the branch needs to be up higher. We're going to do one and then try it. As the saying goes, right? Do as I say, not as I do. All right, don't follow. Do follow me, but not. I think I should have put the branch around the other way as well. Like that. So we're going to put it up a little higher, and I'm just going to do those before I do the last one. Make sure I have enough. This is the one-handed stamper here. Okay, yeah, just put it up about that high, and that gives you room for the sentiment. Okay. I think that high should be enough. Basically, you want this to be sitting on the branch, but you don't want it to fall off the circle. Oh, that one was not a good stamped image. I'm going to flip a couple of these around from my decorated circles here and just try a couple more. Not a good stamped image, meaning the black part wasn't crisp. Ah, that one came out nice. This one, I'm flipping around. I think I need to try again. Or just get another one. Get another one. Because, when I'm doing tutorials, you never know if I'm going to mess up the coloring. So I always like to have a few extras anywho. All right, Memento Black is done. Holding it there for a few seconds to let the ink absorb. Oh, that one came out nice. All right, we're rocking and rolling. And now we're going to take out our little blends. Oh, and then, by the way, I'm talking about email. I sent out an email right before this. If you got the email and you already know maybe what it's about, because I just told you, still open the email anyway, because if not, my email starts going into spam. So I'm going to use Fresh Freesia, and I'm going to use then I'm going to use Pretty in Pink. Okay, and maybe we could do one with like a blue and we could also do one with other colors. But I think, let's see, we could also use a balmy blue for one. Try that out. All right. But for these, I'm just going to go ahead and use the Fresh Freesia. I think it works. So I'm using right now Peach Pie for all the beaks. And then I'll show you how to color with the blends, because this part there's no blends for this, it's just a marker. So anyway, when someone sends you email, if you want to keep getting email from them and you don't want it to go into the spam, and this is just for anybody, not just me, but any small business, or anybody that's doing emails, if you don't open them, then like I actually get something coming up from Google, which will say, it'll say, you haven't opened this person's email. Do you want to unsubscribe from them? So if you really don't want my emails, you can unsubscribe. Of course, that's available to you. But I try not to email you too much. I mean, I'm emailing a lot lately. Like in the summer, I'm not going to say I'm not going to email you a lot because I'm a teacher. I have way more time in the summer. You'll probably get 10 times more email from me in the summer than you would during the school year. But however, if you don't want email, you always have the option to not get the email. What I'm doing is I'm going around the outside with this. Let's see, I'm going to use this one here. Oh, I should have masked the bird's tail. Oh, guys, I'm really messing this one up before I get too far. I am not liking that. The tail, the crumb cake is going through the tail there. It's like I'm not even rushing or anything. I'm doing my thing. I just keep forgetting little steps. All right, so what we're gonna do is this is quick enough. I mean, same. So what you need to do is do the bird first, guys. Do the bird first. And then you can mask the bird, right? So put the bird there. Okay. I know, because I remember I was like, I didn't have much trouble with these birds when I was making this card. That's because I did the bird first. And then I was able to mask the bird. And then that's why the little branch looks perfect where it is, because I remember now. All right, so get rid of that and get rid of that. That was Memento Black. All right, now for this one, what you want to do is you just want to, well, we can use an actual, we shall use low tack tape. So we're just going to go like that, like that. And we're going to put the branch under the birds. Okay? So that's how I did it before. That's why you're not coloring through the bird. And I only noticed it this time when I started to color it. Okay? So do that to all your little branches. I mean, to all your little bird cards. You're probably just making 2. I sent you the supplies to make 2 bird cards. So that's probably how many you're making. But if you want to mass produce, you just need some low tack tape, or you can use the masking paper that I send you with your kits and stuff. I didn't send it with this card club kit, but I do send masking paper with, let's see. I think the flat side of the branch works a little better, in my humble opinion. But that one is, I like that one better. But I think I need to get the, just fix it a little. I'm just fixing it with one of my markers. What started out was me trying to convince you how simple this card was. It's turning into, like, not as simple. It is really simple, but you know what I'm saying. Turning into, like, a little bit more involved. All right, so this one, if it's better to mask it up here so the branch doesn't get cut off, right? So put it up there. Yeah, that's the way I like it. So something like that would be better because then the branch is still, they're still sitting on the branch perfectly. All right, that's the final one I really like. So you're gonna mask it. Make sure you put your mask up high so that this little branch can hang down there and not get cut off by the tape. Ooh, I like it. They're so cute. Let's put that over there. So anyway, back to, we're just gonna color the beaks. And yeah, I was planning on like staying on late and giving you some sneak peeks of things, but I don't know. It depends on how long this video goes because I do want to give you measurements from yesterday's card. But yes, last night, if you missed it at the end of the video, we had a paper pumpkin unboxing. And then I started playing around with that kit. So that's a really cool like kit for the month of. I'm just going to go ahead and make this dark is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do the whole outside dark and then the inside light for the fresh freesia just to make this simple. So the whole outside of the bird will be dark. Dark fresh freesia. Maybe even this part, the little eyes. And then I'm going to make the whole inside light just by using like circular motions and sort of blending those two colors together. So these birds are super simple to cut out with the scan and cut. There is a tutorial on my channel just on how to use this stamp set with the scan and cut, the Brother Scan and Cut. And so that makes 5 tutorials this month on Feathered Fun. So I will put them all into a playlist for you so you can find them easily. And the Card Club has its own playlist as well, but just the stamp set will have its own playlist. And I'll do that by tomorrow. Might not get it done tonight because I have to check on my mom very often because she just had major hospitalization and health issues, and I have to go check on her. So I can't leave her for too long, and hubby can't check on her because he's an early bird. He is not like a night owl like me. Anyone else a night owl? I guess you're all night owls if you're on the East Coast and still watching me right now. That kind of answers that. But if you're not on the East Coast, you might not be a night owl. You might be watching from another country where it's morning time. And I will say hi to see who's here in just a bit. I'm trying to make some progress on this card. Some quick wins. All right. The reason I stopped and didn't keep coloring the second one is because alcohol blends, which these are, these dry so quickly. And if you don't like stop and do, finish the one, then you're going to get the kind of harsh lines. They don't blend unless they're kind of wet. So you want to make sure you don't let it dry too much before you blend it. All right, yay for fresh freesia. And you could do like a blue and a pink bird as well, but I'm just going to kind of do this. This one is fine. And now we're going to use pretty in pink. Dark and light, always starting with the dark. I'm going to go around like that. I'll go ahead and do two of these. You can use the brush tip side like I'm using or the fine tip side for more control. I really like this pink because I think Flirty Flamingo is kind of real, like too dark. And I think that the petal pink is just too like blah, because it's in the Subtles collection as opposed to like this is an in color. Let me make it a little bit darker right now. This is a happy pink. All right. Oh, that was, yeah. Sometimes I lose track. Even with the caps are not that different. I do make labels, and I could use these for my blends, but I tend to label my folders and scraps other than not really the blends themselves that much. It's like there's not a big difference between the light and the dark, so I'm going around with the dark an extra time. These lovebirds look fat and happy. They're all full, like they've been eating. All right, now we need Wink of Stella. And we need our sentiment. All right, let's see. And we'll just do Wink of Stella. Won't affect our sentiment at all. Oh, that's a lot of glitter coming out of that one. Wink of Stella is just a glitter pen. Nice to give all your projects a little coating of bling. And go ahead and give your crumb cake a little coating of bling as well. Not your sentiment itself, because we're going to use Blackberry Bliss again, like we did yesterday. And it's not, if you do use this, unless you smear your sentiment and you want to make it look like that was done on purpose, then I say put Wink of Stella over your sentiment. But typically I don't put Wink of Stella on my sentiment unless I smeared it and I'm trying to make it look smeared. But because I'm using Memento black ink and the alcohol markers, it doesn't really run. All right, let's make sure I have it all done. Now we're going to put that at the top. And I'm just going to use a piece of paper here just to protect. All right, what am I looking? I'm looking for the Blackberry Bliss. Okay, Blackberry Bliss. Where are you? I used you last night. I'm trying to think if I didn't put it back yet. What could have happened to it? I was, this afternoon, I was putting more things in my Etsy shop. More things that I have for sale. So I was like, that's what I was up to. Oh, I know what I did with it. I'm just gonna have to use like a close retired color. What I did with it is I don't have it anywhere near me. I was using it with my paper pumpkin, so I can't reach it right now. So we're just gonna use, another cute color, close enough. So we're going to use this set called Simply Said. And we'll do a thanks and a hello, and let's see, we will do a thinking of you and a yay. The yay will be good for, I haven't used the yay yet. This will be good for the congratulations. I'm just seeing if any of these might fit. No, these are going to be too big. All right, so let's start with the hello, just to make the one similar to the one we have. No, that's not really going to, well, no, that'll work. Rich Raspberry will work. It's close enough to, like, this paper. All right, I'm going to put it there. This is ink I was actually getting rid of, and I'm just going to use it because it was sitting right there. Ah, that came out nice. Yeah, that'll actually look good with the paper. All right, we'll do a hello. We'll do a thanks. It's good to have cards, like a lot of different cards, different things that you need. I'm just using the scrap paper to write on, or to put one, to test on, I shouldn't say write on, to test it on. Okay, we'll do a thinking of you. Okay, before I ink this up, let's make sure it'll still fit up there. Let's see. Yeah, it'll barely fit on the top, but it'll fit on that one. Thinking of you. Okay, a little ink on that one, and I'm just going to use a little bit of, you know, embellishments or something to cover that up. And we have a yay. All right. Let me see if I can find a congrats. Okay, yay. There's an anniversary. I could have just done that one. I could do the happy anniversary. Where's the word happy, guys? Oh, there it is. Happy anniversary. That could be for the inside of the card, for the happy anniversary card. Yay. I could do a celebrate. You're getting to see my thinking process as I go live here, and just if it fits. I don't know if celebrate will fit there. There, it will barely fit. We're going to try it out. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. Okay, that works good. So blooming phrases is a nice stamp set as well. And we were using that on some of the cards. So now I have my cards made. I'm just trying to think if I could do something with this little flower, maybe. Just thinking out loud right here. Here we go. Just trying something, guys, to fix. Sometimes you can fix your smudges easier this way than you can with embellishments. This is bigger. Yeah, look at that. Totally fixed. And then I'll do a little off stamping. And then I'll do a little off stamping over here. In other words, we're trying to make this look like it's supposed to be like that. All right. Oh, that's so cute. I didn't even think of how cute that would look. All right, this one needs flowers too, guys. This one needs a couple flowers. Just messed that flower up. All right. It's okay, though, because I have embellishments. We're not worried about it when you have embellishments. But that one I could just fix maybe with the stamp, too. Maybe, maybe not. It's like, would I ever line that up? I don't know. Hey, for the win there. I really lined that up well. Not planning that at all. All right, so I'm liking this anniversary card. Do you guys like it with the flowers better or not? I mean, I just think they do an extra something, something. All right, now we're going to throw this together with the little dimensionals onto the card. And then that'll be that card. Then we'll write down the measurements for this card and the card before. All right, and I'm going to say hello. Phil, good evening. Paulette Jorgensen, nice to see you. Got my same viewers from yesterday, which is very nice. Hello, Dawn Klein. Nice to see you. Lori from Ohio. Shardy is here. Thank you. Gloria is here again. Gloria said she loves the set. Diana is here. Diana Boone. Paulette loves the paper. Janet is awake for this video. Thank you, Janet. And Rosemary's watching from California, so it's not too late for you. All right, the Scan and Cut class requires internet for your designs. Does it? No, it doesn't require internet for your designs. Okay, you can use a USB stick, Gloria, and you can transfer all the files from your computer to your machine via the cable or a USB stick, so you don't have to have an internet connection. But if you're having trouble with your internet connection, they do updates sometimes, and I can't get it connected when they're doing that. I'm just looking for my blank card, guys. And so sometimes I can't get the things to connect. So you just need to call brother and ask them to, you know, fix that for you. And they will get you all squared away. I'm doing some pearls, guys. I'm going to put like 7 pearls on this one. I wish I could do 65 pearls, really. That would be fun. I'm going to do this anniversary card because it's the one I need the quickest. I'm going to do that. So anyway, you don't need internet for this scan and cut retreat, but you do. I do use the internet to transfer all the files as I'm showing you, but later you're going to have access to all the recordings. And of course, check the weight. See, I almost did it. I almost mounted it upside down. Okay. I know I have the bag somewhere. We're just going to go ahead and do. The bag is. I'm going to go ahead and do the happy anniversary. I haven't used the anniversary stamp yet. In fact, I forgot we even had an anniversary stamp. How cool is this anniversary stamp? And then happy, I think it should be right there, happy anniversary. In your card club kits, you always have extra basic white pieces that are 5 1/4 by 4. And never, ever, ever, like, do your stamping while it's already glued inside the card. Because if you glue it inside the card, you're bound to mess up your stamping. Just saying. So, like, do your stamping on it, and then if you mess it up, you flip it over. You could do that. And then if you mess it up again, you didn't mount it into the card. Because once you mount it in the card, you can't get it off. All right, I'm thinking I should line it up like that. Like happy anniversary should be lined up on this end, like so. As opposed to, like, centering it. What do you guys think? I'm going to take the first person's opinion. Do you guys think I should left the line? Hello, Diana from Prescott. Hello, T. Barnes. Nice to see you. And Rosemary's saying she spent the day die cutting different shapes. Yes, they are time consuming to die cut different shapes. I know. That's why your kits are such a great value, because, like, this labor of love is done for you. Hello, Laura Steiner. Nice to see you. Pam from Idaho. Okay, I'm waiting to see what you guys think. Should I left align it, or should I, like, just center align it? So just write left or center for this happy anniversary. This is the inside of my card. Just grabbing a stamping block. I'm just grabbing a real big stamping block. I know there's a delay. Okay, good. Thank you, Phil, for telling me. Sometimes I need to validate what I'm doing because I've never used a stamp like this way before. Okay, so I'm going to left align it, but I'm going to try to get the glyph. This is the glyph. I'm going to try to get it on there as much as I can. So I'm putting happy anniversary here. Use your little, if you have this nice glass mat, you can use that and help you align it up. Or just kind of eyeball it. Okay, and I'm going to take this and put it. I want to get this as far as I can. I wish I had my other, here we go, something like that. My other block is dirty, so I have a better stamping block that's longer, but it's dirty. All right, I think I'm going to use maybe not old olive. Let's see. Can't use that. I could use black. Cloud cover. I wish I did have my Blackberry Bliss, but I don't, so. Oh. I know this isn't the exact same, but I think Gorgeous Grape would work. Okay, so basically, you want to, when you have this big of a stamp, you're going to go like this, right? And turn it upside down. When you try it out, oh, that came out nice. Let's just double check it on this side with the lines. You guys are helping me finish a card I actually need to make. So this is cool because it'll force me to mail this tomorrow. I unfortunately had to send a sympathy card today. And we did that. My family, we wrote messages on that, and I sent some thank you cards to customers. And then I was looking around, I'm like, I didn't have an anniversary card. So like, what in the heck? All right, there we go. Happy anniversary. And then I'll put like the 65th on there. Oh, that came out nice. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and, while I have this all inked up, I'm just going to have another, this is going to be my next one that I need. Okay, then I'll do the measurements. See, we do get distracted on this channel. Very easily distracted. That's what live streaming is like. It's just fun though. My pre-recorded videos are much like they're boring compared to this because you never know what's. It would be like I have to do it like 10 times to see. To get it right. And it's like this live stream, you have no choice but to just do it. All right, anyway, we'll put those inside the middle of the card later. So you now have the cards that we created here. And we're going to get a piece of paper to write down the measurements. And it's not too hard. This one is a simple card. It's going to be the old olive card. And the card itself is going to be 8.5 by 5.5. And you're going to score this card at 4 1/4. So that's what I'm talking about, this part here. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. This is the June 2025 card on Blue Card Club. All right, so then we're going to look at the layers. Layer 1, like so, is going to be 5 1/4 times 4 inches. So once again, layer 1 is 5 1/4 times 4 inches. Layer 2 is going to be a little bit smaller rectangle, and that one was going to be, did we say 4.5? Oh gosh, I already forgot. Oh, I forgot. We'll go down and look real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Yep. So it's going to be 4 1/2 times 3 1/4. Okay. Once again, layer 2 is 4 1/2 times 3 1/4. Okay, 4.5 times 3 1/4. In other words, we went 3/4 inches smaller all around for this card. Then layer, and sorry, that was layer 2. Layer 3 is going to be 5 1/4 times 1 inch. Now layers 1 and 2 are going to be using the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. Whereas this layer is going to be your glitter glimmer paper. And it's actually called Old Olive, White, and Berry Burst Glimmer Paper. I think that's the actual name of it. Here it is. Here's my labels for my, oh, that's not the right labels. It's called that. It's something about glimmer paper. All right, now that's that. And then the ink is going to be, you're supposed to use Blackberry Bliss, but I don't have it. Like I said, it's with my, I was using it for my paper pumpkin, so I took it. You're also going to use Memento Black. And crumb cake for the crumb cake is for the little branch. And that would be the ink. And then you have blends. Oh, and also you're going to have a peach pie. That's for the beak. A little bit of peach pie. So for the blends, you're going to have fresh freesia. You're going to use fresh freesia and Pretty in Pink. And that is your tutorial for this month's card on Blue Card Club. And let's put this right here and right here. And you can take your screenshot if you'd like to. If you need to, let me move some stuff out of the way so my table is not as chunky as it can be, or as it should be. Let's put a little bird up there where the glare is. Hopefully all the colors are showing and you could see that. Okay, I'm going to flip the paper around and I'm going to just do last night's card. And this one will be our strawberry slush card. And that one is going to be 11 inches times 4 1/4, and you're going to score at 5 1/2 inches. Okay, once again, that is your strawberry slush card from yesterday. The video it got to be so late that I didn't want to stay and do those measurements because I was doing some other stuff. So that is how you do this card. And you're just going to go like that. And then you're going to have your layer 1, layer 2. Layer 1 is going to be 5 1/4 times 4 inches. Okay, layer 1 is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Layer 2 is 4 3/4. 4 3/4 inches times 3 1/2 inches. And that's pretty much it. That was it. There's just more blends than anything. This is again celebratory sips. And there was a lot of blending we did. So first we used the ink, and in our ink we did use reversible stamps. So the important thing to know is the whole background of this was Daffodil Delight. And that was the whole background of the bird. And then of course we used Memento Black. Now, Blackberry Bliss was also, we used that for the sentiment, which is just such a great color. Any dark color is going to be good for sentiments. Put these away. All right, I'm going to put that there so you can take your screenshot. Now, the only other thing about this one is the blends. There were a lot of blends. We used, let's see, Pretty in Pink. We used Peach Pie blends. We used Daffodil Delight blends. Basically, I went over a lot of the colors. Okay. Over here, we also, I'm noticing, we also used Old Olive and Crumb Cake for that branch. All right, so let's analyze the whole card and go through it and make sure. So we used the Memento Black, check. Blackberry Bliss, Daffodil Delight for the background, Crumb Cake and Old Olive. So there's 5 colors. Then we used Pretty in Pink, that's for this part of the face. And Peach Pie for the wings. And a little bit over with the Daffodil Delight. Yeah, so that's how we did yesterday. So go ahead and take your screenshot of that. And then I'll show you some other examples using Celebratory Sips. So Robbie said she likes the flowers on the circle because they bring out the flowers on the DSP. Hey, you know what? Oh my gosh, you know what, Robbie? I was just grabbing the quickest flower I could find, but it actually is like, they actually look like they go with that exact, like that's almost like the same kind of flower pattern. It's like that sort of retro flower pattern, like the happy little flowers. Groovy, right? Gloria said she likes live skits, instant answers. Rosemary, got the email good. I hope you open it. So I get a good open rate. We're trying to get like people to open the emails, meaning so they don't get sent into spam. So Diane says she helps others make changes as needed when I do the lives. All right, so that's your tutorial. So these 2 are your celebratory sips cards for the month. So let's pull this away and just show you something else you can make celebratory sips. This is something from Amy Combs. I showed you this as part of my swaps. It was a swap card, so that's really cool. So another great use of the paper. And then I just saw this one, and it was flat when I got it. It was one of my 3D swaps when on my incentive trip. Oh, now I have to say, less than 1% of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are in the incentive trip. So thank you for helping me achieve the incentive trip. And this was a swap. Isn't that cool? So I just had to put it together because it was like laid flat when I got it. And I just put some, I just think I used the dimensionals behind there to hold these little corners together. So it's a beautiful frame. And maybe I could put a picture of my trip in there. It talks about what they used, the white willow cardstock, pretty and pink or peach pie cardstock for the mat inside, celebratory sips, cheers and sips stamp set, holographic resin dots. Holographic resin dots. I don't see them, but they're probably, I think they were put in the bag with it, like the holographic resin dots. Like they gave them to me to put in the bag, so I don't know what happened to those. And let's see, of course, paper snips for fuzzy cutting. And it says, cheers, Loti. It says, a Loti Stampin' Fun. ALOTTE Stampin' Fun. Okay, so that's who made this one. Pretty cool frame. And I had the little bird to show you from my swaps. And then I want to show you the other cards I made using different paper. That's another swap, another one of my 3D swaps. With the little cute birds. Katia Naziris. So super cool. Love it, love it, love it. And then what else? This is what we made in the card club this month. So it's in addition to the two you just saw. Okay, these are my swaps. I was just bringing them in, obviously, to show you, like, other things you could do with the birds and other things you could do with that paper. Now, these are the ones we made. So these are the 4 cards we made this month in Card Club. So this is the one that for this one, we used Everyday Skies Designer Series paper. And, of course, you always have different die cuts. Same with the bingo. When in your bingo, you're going to have extra paper and you're going to have extra die cuts to make your projects. So that will be done for you. And then these are the birds with the Everyday Skies using the arches. So that is Card Club for the month of June 2025. Card Club's been going on for over 2 years now. I really appreciate everybody that participates because it really makes me get to really delve deeply into a stamp set, which I love. I love being able to do that. All right, so I also said we did scan and cut tutorials and on how to cut these really fun things out with your scan and cut. So this is the result of that. And then this is just a little fun fold card using the Everyday Skies. The heart is from the Notes and Totes. Okay, here's another example of, again, the blooming phrases and how to put the birds on there that you cut out the embellishments with the scan and cut. Here's one where I was playing around with the new embossing folder I have, which is like the corrugated embossing folder. So that was a lot of fun to make. That was Notes and Totes example for the Hello Newsflash, You're Fabulous. And then a couple more fun folds. And you can see now you can see why I'm stamping so many birds. It's like all these birds. And I also have a little bag of birds. That sounds bad, right? I have a bag of birds of all the things I haven't even made yet. But what I'm going to do is just finish off a few loose ends and then kind of like film what I have and then use these as needed for future cards because I want to get this project wrapped up. But I have a lot of extra sentiments I haven't finished using yet from when I did my swaps. And then this is what else I'm doing with this bird set, just so you know. I've been selling a lot of used craft supplies, right? So what I've been doing, there's a birds I need to cut out. I've been cutting a ton of the little birds, like showing what they look like in each color. So that's really been a lot of fun. Okay, and I'm just going to show you that like real quick. So, well, I won't show you that. I don't think I have any pieces, but like say this is like pear pizzazz, and I'm about to, because I can't do it because my stamp is not cleaned right now. But say I want to sell pear pizzazz, and then what I do is I stamp everything with these birds, and it's been perfect. And no matter what color I've used to stamp the birds, it's always been looking so good. And I've sold a lot of my inks that way because people got to see that the ink was in good condition because like the birds came out really crisp. It's just a perfect little stamp set for using for that. So I hope you enjoyed all that. And again, what I have coming up is my Brother Scan and Cut Retreat, my Notes and Totes Bingo, and my Card on Blue Card Club. during the month of July, you have until July 10th to sign up for that kit. We are reusing Jolly Holly. I did get the current Christmas paper. It is on the way. We will use current Christmas paper. I thought I was going to have to do some Mod Podge. I was trying to use like some of the reindeer paper, and I couldn't get enough for the card club because I didn't have enough. So then I found some current Christmas papers. I really am excited to be doing a Christmas in July theme for that. And then in the month of August, you guys voted on this stamp set, Everyday Arches. So you will see a few more of these little art shapes. You're going to see a couple more art shapes. You're going to see this sort of travel. We could do the embrace the journey for like the little travel paper. So I have this card right in mind for your card club. Okay, so I have this card. This card in mind for your card club, meaning because, or like not the exact card, but I'm saying we can use the Embrace the Journey. And so that's going to be like fun coming up in August. So we'll do a Christmas theme. Then we'll do a little short travel and Everyday Arches theme. And some rest. That's how we'll wrap up the summer. Love the Everyday Arches. That's what this one is from as well. This little suitcase. All right. That's about all. I'm not going to do any other sneak peeks today just because of time, but I do have a lot more, coming up. So I will do some notes and totes workshop series this weekend, and then we're going to just keep on crafting. Thank you for your comments. Fun week watching, making lots of cards and treat boxes. Thank you, Gloria. Yeah, I'm going to be making some more of those notes and totes. That's what I have planned next is our shaker project. That's what I'm going to be doing next. All right. So bye, Paulette, Phil, Robbie, Gloria, Diane, and all you guys. Have a great evening. This is the Papered Chef.